Bam! I'm freaking live. What is going on, everybody? We're doing a live stream, and I gotta wait for. I'm rusty. I didn't have everything set up over here. Let me make sure it's all muted. Yeah, I am good to go. It looks like. Looks like I'm good to go. Waiting for people to join in the chat. It's been a minute. Is this even on public? Okay, we are good to go. What is going on, everybody? Jack Man Merle. I haven't done a live stream in quite a little bit. It's been some time. Kina Lopez. All right, here comes everybody. Here comes everybody. Good Lord. Y'all are just coming in by the waves right now. I leave for Benning tomorrow. Buddy, is it Silliman? Good luck to you at Benning. Every week now, at the beginning of the week, I get people on Instagram and Snapchat that are like, I'm leaving for Benning today and tomorrow. It's actually really cool for me because every week I'm like, sending you guys off. So, welcome to the new live streaming setup. So whenever I live stream from now on, it's basically going to be this. I might add a few more things right here. But yeah, this is basically going to be it, I think. So, anyways. Savage Patch Matt, what's going on? Hey from Illinois, what's up, Destiny Duncan? I heard you in your last video say you were single. I thought you were dating that Air Force girl. What happened, if you don't mind me asking? We broke up. That is what happened. What's your MOS? I'm a 25 Alpha, which is a signal officer. Another thing I'm really pumped about that I'm going to get soon, this chair is squeaking, is I got a new chair. This is actually a like $10 chair that my mom got me from Goodwill. And I figure since I sit in the chair all day long when I'm in my office, I should get a better chair. I was thinking about enlisting, but still trying to figure out what I'm going to do. The guitar tech, that's not really an advice question, I guess, but I mean, you should really just kind of look at what you want to accomplish in your life, and if the military can help you accomplish that, then go with the military, whether that's active or reserves. And we got Brad Rhines over here with the $4.99 super chat, not $5, but $4.99. Thanks for your service. Well, thank you, Brad, for your support across the board on the super chat, and just saying that, I really appreciate it. Why does it take green card holders a long time to get a ship date? It just takes a long time for anybody who's not a U.S. citizen to join. It's just gonna take a lot more time. There's more background checks and stuff that you got to do. A lot more paperwork and stuff. That is something that I would like to have somebody who's a non-citizen do a video with and kind of walk through the process, or do a video with a recruiter on that whole process, because obviously I'm a U.S. citizen and I just walked into the recruiter's office and I was like, hey, I'm qualified to join, blah, 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 blah. Let's set up this MEPS date. Hey, my name is Abraham. I am an Army applicant and I'm waiting for a vision waiver. My MEPS failed at an inspection and everything is taking longer than normal. Been almost 4 months altogether. Well, that sucks. But 4 months, hopefully you're coming towards the end. People can take a lot of time to come for waivers. It seems like your MEPS failed. Everything is taking for longer than normal. It seems like there's maybe more than one problem, and that could just be what's making things an issue. So hopefully that gets resolved soon. What happens after AIT? Well, if you're reserves or guard, you're going to go home. If you're active duty, you could get 2 weeks of hometown recruiting. Then you'll go home for 2 weeks and chill at your recruiter's office and recruit people. Or you're going to go straight to your unit, basically. Or after AIT, if you have airborne in your contract, you will go to airborne school. So that's basically what will happen. You just go to whatever. Haven't seen you in a long time. What's up, Matt? How you been, brother? I've been good. So basically, the channel's been kind of slow as of recently. I haven't had as much content out that I normally put out. But like, it's just because of this move. Like, I'm kind of just getting settled in. If you guys saw, I just built, or I haven't built it yet, but I just got some new computer parts and I just assembled my living room and everything. So like, everything is kind of coming together with this whole new thing. The reason I'm live streaming tonight is because I finally got this whole setup together. Guys, Oh, shoot. Well, that's not good. You guys did not tell me that my mic is messed up. Listen to this. Watch this, guys. Oh, yeah. How is that? Is that better? Is that better? That is hilarious. I'm just saying. I can't set this up now. Stay. I'm gonna leave the camera right there. How do I move over here? Let's adjust. Let's adjust. Is it going to adjust? There we go. I got this over here. That was kind of funny. So, does the audio sound better now? Does the audio sound better? Let me know how the audio sounds. I'm going to get to the super chats in just a minute, but let me know how the audio sounds, because I had the mic behind the screen. Is the audio better now? That is hilarious. Let me just okay. Why didn't you guys say anything? Why didn't y'all say, hey, the audio doesn't sound as good? It's because I had the mic behind the computer. Goodness gracious. Goodness. Y'all let me down. Let me fun fact, I just recorded yet tomorrow's video, and I'm just gonna move it like right here. That's kind of out of the video screen. Yes, it's Michaela. I finally made it. Oh my gosh, thank you. You just missed, Michaela, the most probably epic fail that I've ever had on the live stream. I'm just saying, you guys can let them know in the chat. I'm sorry if that hurt y'all. He let your father fall down. But anyways, let me get to the super chats. Goodness gracious, Drew. Hey Drew, what's going on, man? Hey Matt, long time no talk. I know it's been all of just a little bit. How did you decide what shoes to display behind you? So three of these are Jordans. So 3 of these are Jordans, and then a couple of them, that's like a Air Force One high top, mid top, or whatever. And then these are the Gary V003s. So those are just like my favorite shoes. So that's kind of how I decided those. If you guys can see, I need a spot right here, and then I can put one right here. So I have 2 more slots to put some shoes. Man, I'm like, you know, guys, I don't really get embarrassed on the camera and stuff anymore, but now I just feel bad because I just totally screwed up. And then we got Gabriel over here with the last super chat that I missed. Hey Matt, I'm only 4 weeks in AIT, and I got told I'm heading to Korea as my first assignment. I'm really excited and kind of nervous. Love your videos, Matt. Keep up the great work. Yeah, don't be nervous about Korea. Korea's gonna be fun. That is going to be fun. For people who went to Korea several years ago, it wasn't as developed, but now when you go, the base is going to be really developed, the area and everything, so you're going to have a much better time over there than I think that you think you're going to have. So that's definitely not a bad thing. It's not a first assignment. You doing a gaming stream today? No, I'm not going to be doing a gaming stream today. Black Ops 4 comes out relatively soon. I did not get to play the Black Ops 4 beta, or the Black Ops 4 Blackout beta. I played the beta. But I will be doing some gaming streams when that game comes out. I am reserves. Can an MP go to Ranger School? Yes, technically, but it's on the enlisted side, it's not very likely. So Ranger School is like a leadership school, right? So a lot of officers are going to have Ranger tabs, or a lot of officers will have the opportunity to go to Ranger School because it's a leadership school. And then if you're in the 75th Ranger Regiment, which means you got an Option 40 contract, which means you're going to go to RASP after basic training in AIT, and then after Airborne School, you're going to go to RASP. If you're in the 75th, you're probably going to go to Ranger School. So the best ways to guarantee, well, not guarantee, the best ways to give the ways to give yourself the best chance for being for having the chance to go to Ranger School, I am so tongue-tied, is going Option 40, which is Ranger, or being an officer, and better yet, being an officer that's like an infantry soldier. So if you're an officer and you're in a combat MOS and you don't have a Ranger tab, which means you haven't gone and went through Ranger school and finished it out, then you're like looked at very negatively as like, why don't you have a tab? But on the enlisted side, it's not the case. It's not as common for somebody who's an enlisted soldier who's like not infantry or hasn't been in the Ranger regiment to have a Ranger tab. Like, I've never seen it in my career, but obviously I haven't seen every soldier there is out there. What can I do to improve my marksmanship before basic? I've got a video on that, but basically, if you have an AR-15, something that's very similar to an M4, and then have iron sights on it, and then in the video that I talk about how you can kind of improve your marksmanship is by buying the zeroing target, or you can even buy the paper qualification target and then actually go do that. You don't have to be super far away. It's only like 25 meters away. But if you can do that, and if you can practice shooting with iron sights, people shoot with red dots and ACOGs and scopes and everything. Like, no, you're not going to do that. You might shoot with a CCO, which is a little sight thing at basic training, but that's not guaranteed. I don't know why. Like, they need to just pick it one way or the other. Either you're shooting iron sights or you're not. But you just get good at shooting iron sights, and you're going to be good at shooting with whatever other scope you have. Do I really enjoy my MOS? Technically, I'm not MOS qualified as a signal officer yet because I got to go to Bullock. But 25 Bravo, I enjoyed it. 25 Alpha, me as a signal officer, me as an S6 OIC is fun. So yes. Matt, have I ever tried Airsoft? I've never like gone out and done like an Airsoft match, but I've done paintball. My little brother John is really into Airsoft. We shot that in the vlog. If you look at the vlog, I think where it's like me. The thumbnail is like me. I don't remember what the thumbnail is, but it's like me. I think I'm standing on like a rock, maybe. I don't know. What's my rank? I'm a second lieutenant. So 01. We shot CCO in Jackson. Yeah, that's just the thing. Is like it's hit or miss whether or not you're going to use a CCO. Which for those of you who don't know, CCO is basically just a sight. I don't think it has really any much of a zoom on it at all. I don't think it has a zoom. It just But like when you sight it in, it's like way easier than shooting iron sights. But it just makes no sense. Airsoft fan meetup. Yes, Drew. That's something that I've wanted to do. That's something, again, if you watch the vlog, what is that vlog? Let me see if I can see it. Let me go to my YouTube, and let me go to my channel. Then go to my vlogs playlist. Which vlog is it? I got 20 vlogs. I would like to be doing more vlogs in the future. But, yeah, this place is awesome. If you go to that vlog, I actually showed my little brother. He's got all kinds of airsoft weaponry. He's even got more now than he had in that video. And we mentioned it, like, yeah, it would actually be really cool to have like a fan meetup airsoft thing. Also, something that I was thinking about, you guys can let me know if you would actually come. But my sister in China Grove, North Carolina, so you guys can look that up, they own like a coffee shop thing that's pretty cool. And I was thinking maybe around like 100K subs doing like a meetup at their like coffee shop, and I was thinking you guys could come and you could have free coffee or whatever. I don't personally like coffee, but I know a lot of other people do. So that's something that at some point in the future it'll definitely happen. Whether it's at like 100,000 subscribers or not is up to you. Can you really choose your deployment post? No, you cannot choose where you're going to get deployed whatsoever. Matt, what do you think about Trump? I think that Trump is my president, and he's my commander-in-chief. I think that that's all I'm going to say, whether that's good or bad. But I'm not going to say anything. But, I mean, obviously, every president's got pros and cons. Like, literally every single president. Like, that's the one weird thing about politics. Is, like, you could like, if you were to be like, right, who is, like, the best person in the world that I know? And then if you were to have them run for any political seat, they're gonna get destroyed because they like will take everything, and just it's crazy. It's like savagery. Hey Matt, I read before that something like 40 to 50% of military come from the South. Any thoughts on that? You're the best, by the way, Duke. I really appreciate that. And I think that that is kind of true. I've probably heard or something, whatever, that like southern states, you know, they have more people in the military, which, you know, you got Texas, you got North Carolina, you got other southern states, but Texas and North Carolina are pretty big military states. And that's kind of just the way it is. The way it is kind of in the military is another big issue that people have is people in the military tend to have other family members that are in the military as well. So it seems to be like it's just like military families, like select families are fighting, whereas other families have like nothing to do with the military. I mean, the statistics are out there. The statistics are there. I think one of the reasons that that's the case that, for example, me, you know, I kind of knew that whenever I joined, my little brothers were interested in joining, kind of similar to how I was. But I knew that if I joined and I really liked it, that the odds of them joining were going to be really high because they would have had me to look at as kind of like a demonstration or, I don't know, a role model, right? So I knew that that was going to be the case, and that's kind of how the case is in general. So if you have a parent that's in, and you go through that and you realize it's not as bad as people make it out to be, and there's a lot of benefits from the military. That's why, in my opinion, military families and stuff, like if one person in the family joins, you know, odds are maybe another person's going to join as well because they realize it's not as bad as people make it out to be. Can you request fat camp in basic? No. If you do that, like, that's probably one of the dumbest things. Like, you know, I don't know if that was you, but somebody messaged me one time and asked if as soon as they got to basic training, if they could ask to go to fat camp or like the little, basically if you keep failing your PT test at basic training, you're going to go to this, I don't know what it's specifically called, like the acronym or whatever, but basically it's a place where you go, you do some physical training, and hopefully when you're done with that, you're going to come back to basic training and actually be able to do your PT test. And this person asked if as soon as they got to basic training, if they could ask to go to that. You're not gonna get to do that. You're gonna go there if they think you should go there. Would you support people's drinking and smoking habits? If it's a habit, no. So no. There's another question I think I was going to answer. Matt, do you think there will be a World War III? I hope not. I think, of course, it's like inevitable, but I don't know. Hopefully, World War III will just be like a big, crazy week or a day of fighting, and then they're just like, all right, we got too strong weapons. Let's just kind of like call a truce right here, because I think that's how it is. I think with now the military now, it's a lot more like, how far can I go without making you want to drop a nuke on me? Because a lot of people have nukes. Like, nobody wants to get nuked. Like, if you nuke us, we're going to nuke you. If we nuke somebody else that has nukes, they could potentially nuke us. Because, you know, yes, we have all these missile defense systems and stuff, but they won't stop everything. They won't, right? They will not. So I'm just saying they will not. If they just fired everything off at us, we can only protect so much. So, like, if a different country that had the power to do it wanted to do it, they could do it, but we would just do it right back at them. So whatever leader, you know, wants to drop a nuke on another country that has nukes is an absolute idiot, because that's not a good sign. So I think that potentiality of something happen is kind of just keeping us being like, let's see how far we can just kind of push it and do little tiny missions and pieces and stuff here on there. But like a full-on World War III, you know, hopefully wouldn't be a nuclear war. But if it was, then I feel like it can go either one of two ways. Somebody's going to drop a nuke, somebody else is going to get nuked, and they're going to be like, all right, we're done. Or somebody's going to drop a nuke, the other person's going to drop a nuke, and then they're going to be like, we've already taken so many casualties, might as well keep going, and then that's like the end of the world. So I feel like that's the two paths. Because I don't feel like once you drop a nuke on somebody and they get you back with a nuke, if you keep on fighting at that point, you're just like asking to get nuked again because you've already done it once. So, but anyways, hopefully it wouldn't be, you know. Anyways, if you're in the military, can you buy cigarettes at 18? Yes. You can't smoke and you can't drink when you're in training, though. Basic training, you can't smoke, you can't use tobacco or anything, you can't drink. When you get to AIT, you can't drink, but you can smoke. But the thing is, guys, like if you want to quit smoking, just join the military because you're going to quit smoking. But a lot of people, in my opinion, smoking is horrible. And like they go through basic training, they've quit. You have literally quit. You have not smoked for several months. And then like the first day they smoke a cigarette. And I'm just like, oh, why did you do that? Man, I remember on the bus stop from basic training to AIT, the first gas station that we went to, several people got off the bus, went in the gas station and bought some cigarettes. And I was like, what are you guys doing? Like, you quit. This was free rehab. And you got paid for it. Luke, what's going on? Yeah, I should have messaged you. Yeah, this was kind of like a spur of the moment live stream. I didn't say I was gonna do this until like maybe less than 2 hours ago. And it's not gonna be probably very long because it's 8:50. So I'm gonna have to go to the gym in a little bit, and then because I recently got back from work, so I got to go to the gym, edit tomorrow's video that will be up tomorrow. That are going to be myths and misconceptions about basic training. So that's tomorrow's video. It's gonna be basically misconceptions about basic training. Hey, Ann, check your Patreon. Ann, please check your Patreon DM. We got to get that podcast going. Luke, you're always working. And so am I. Live stream you at the gym. Does my gym have Wi-Fi? I don't know. Jay Japay. Matt, you're the best. Thank you. I appreciate it. Whoever disliked this video. Did people dislike? I can't even see. On this live streaming screen, I can't even see the dislikes. So, but I mean, if you're not liking the video, I mean, there's 157 people. Guys, do you remember, or you don't even remember, whenever I used to think having 157 views on one video was crazy. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've reached over 100 views on a video. Now I have 157 people watching right now. Or maybe you're just like twiddling your thumbs and not actually watching. I'm a signal officer. That is my job. So I'm a S6 OIC. So S6, so maybe, I mean, it's kind of like boring. Like, it's like I'm going to be teaching it to you guys. But like the S6, those are staff positions. So at like battalion level, at company levels, so you have platoon, company, battalion, brigade, then you have command, division, whatever. So you got the different levels. And then at a company level, you don't really have staff positions. You got, you know, the company commander, you got the first sergeant, you got, you know, some other staff sergeant, sergeant first class who are holding some other positions. But it's not until you get to the battalion level where you have staff positions, right? You got S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, S6, S7, S8, whatever. And I am an S6 OIC. So I'm a staff position S6 OIC, officer in charge, which means I'm in charge of the S6 section, which is S6 is generally related towards all of the technology related soldiers, all of the technology in general, computers, radios, routers, SIPR, NIPR networks, the server room, all that kind of stuff, and all the tech soldiers, all the 25 series people, they're under me. And so I'm in charge of technically all of that, so that is my job. Matt, are tattoos okay to have at basic? Yeah, you can have them. It's just going to be the normal tattoo policy, which is basically wrist to your hand and then neck up. So let's say I had a long sleeve shirt that went to my wrist, or I had this shirt on. If I had any tattoos above my neck, that would not be okay. It is somehow possible to get waivers and stuff for it, but anyways. Did you like combat training? Yeah, it's fun, but then if you do it for a whole bunch of time, a long time, it's kind of sucks after a while. Honestly, I'm just scared about MEPS. You'll be fine. MEPS is boring, and they're not nearly as mean or rude as people at reception, so you'll be okay. For first-time gamers, where is the best place to start? I've never gotten that question before. I have no clue. Faith Potato Mary 1994? I don't know. First-time gamers, buy an Xbox or a PS4, whichever one you prefer, or really whichever one your friends have, because they're both pretty good consoles. You can't really go wrong with either one. So whichever console your friends have, or if you already have a strong PC, then go with that, and then get a game that they have and then play with them, because it's a lot more to play games with friends. That is totally off topic. But Luke's trucking life. So would I get in trouble for shooting rifles left-handed but handguns right-handed with both but both with the left eye? No, you would not get in trouble for that. So whenever you're at basic training, they're going to make you do this thing. You guys could do this right now if you want to. They're going to make you do this thing where you have a hole like this. And so like you're going to have your eye. So if you look at my eye, and you're going to bring it to your eye. So I'm not even paying attention to this. I'm left eye dominant, but I'm right-handed. So I'm like the weird case, right? So what they're going to make you do is they're going to make you see which eye is your dominant eye, and hopefully it is the same side of which dominant hand you have or arm you have. Me, I'm opposite, which sucks. So generally whenever I shoot a pistol, I will shoot... I'm trying to learn to shoot more with both eyes open now, but when I shoot a pistol, naturally I want to shoot with my left eye. But whenever I shoot a rifle, I will shoot with my right eye because I'm right-handed. I've just done it my whole life. But technically, it is easier to shoot with your dominant eye because you got better vision. For me, my left eye is better vision than my right eye, even though both are better than perfect vision. So it's like 15-20 or something like that, or 20-15, whichever way is the good way. That's my vision. Do you get paid for basic training? Yes. Why can't you wear a watch during airborne school? Well, you don't want to wear a watch when you got your jump gear and everything on. But I haven't been to airborne school, so I don't know all those little tiny rules or whatever. But the thing that I would assume is if you got your watch caught on something, that's not good. That is not good at all. PC Master Race. Yeah, my PC. I'm really pumped. There's two things that I'm really pumped about. So, I'm really pumped about this. I got this. So now my renders for my videos and stuff are going to be way faster. I'm really excited about it. And then I got this, which this is a SSD, but it's an M.2 NVMe SSD. So it's like way faster than a normal hard drive. Like way faster. I believe the reviews on it said that basically when you hit the on button for your computer, it'll boot up in less than 2 seconds. Less than 2 seconds, I will go from pressing the button to the screen being on the login screen, which, holy cow, I'm pumped about. This computer, I think it boots in like 10 seconds because I have it on a pretty fast SSD already, but this is a really fast one. So anyways, but yeah, I'm really pumped about this because this is going to help out with renders for videos and stuff. Oh my gosh, like it's going to save me some time because whenever I built this PC that I have now, I actually built my computer and now I'm going to rebuild it again. I'm almost upgrading most of the things, but I didn't have YouTube in mind when I did this. So I have an i5 5500K. I think that's what I have. Yes, maybe. For my CPU. Same here, left eye dominant, left-handed with rifles, but right-handed when it comes to sports and pistols. I write left-handed though. Yeah, see, I write right-handed. My left hand is retarded. You actually get dropped for wearing, so I figured you would know. Thought you might know why I have airborne written on my contract. Yeah, so like at airborne school, if you do anything stupid, you could like fail out. Because like you're not allowed to touch your face, you're not allowed to touch the gear or anything when you're at airborne school, because like they don't want any of the stuff to get messed up. And I assume you can't wear a watch because if any of the cords or anything gets caught on it, like let's say like something just gets caught like in the crease right here and then it goes like, that's not going to be good. So they're super strict and safe and stuff at airborne school. Again, you can't even touch your face. Once you get your gear and stuff loaded on, you can't even touch your face. You can't go to the bathroom. You can't adjust your helmet. You can't do any of that. Or you will fail. Wait, you have to get naked in front of everyone? If you're talking about MEPS, you will get in your underwear in front of everyone. So if you're a guy, you're going to get in your boxers in a little room. You're going to be just in your boxers. You're going to go over on a bench or something, take off your clothes, get in your boxers. Back in the day, though, you would get naked. Back in the day, when my dad was in the Navy, when he went to MEPS and stuff, they got naked. So that's not the case anymore. But you will be in your underwear, and it's just for them to. They have to like observe your body. Doesn't sound creepy, but check for scars and everything, and then watch like as you're doing all the weird movements that you got to do. So that's the case for that. That's why they do that. I7, nice, yeah. Gotta have an SSD. Yeah, so my currently I have a 256 gig SSD. It's a normal SSD, and then I have a 2 terabyte hard drive. This is an M.2. Like, guys, look up. If you're a computer person and you don't know what an M.2 is, with not SATA speeds, but PCIe speeds, think of it, this is a 512 gig SSD. Think of this as having like 512 gigs of RAM, and then it's just your hard drive, though, which I'm super pumped about. So you can load all your software and stuff in there. But you do the physical as well, which you have to be naked for. I don't know what you're talking about with being naked. Can somebody translate computer talk to English, please? Oh my goodness. So if you guys want to understand computers, right, I'm going to break this down for you guys super well. And this is how I break it down for people who don't know anything about computers. Whenever I talk about a HDD hard drive or an SSD, and now we can talk about like an SSD, an M.2 SSD. So let's think about this. Your hard drive stores information. I'm only going to take less than a minute for this, guys. Your hard drive stores information. So let's say I'm in my apartment right now, and I need to get something that is in the front of my apartment. Well, I got to get up and go walk over there and then come back, and it's going to take forever. That's a hard drive, a HDD hard drive. So that's the slowest of the bunch. Then you have an SSD hard drive. Well, let's say I have to get something over here on this dresser right here, right? Well, that's closer to me, and so I can get up and I can go get it faster. That's an SSD. That's a solid state hard drive. Then think of this SSD, this M.2 SSD, as having something on my desk right here that I can just pick up and grab. So you got the 3 different speeds, and so like in the other room I can store a whole bunch more stuff, but it's going to take me longer to get. On that over there I can have, you know, less stuff, but I can get it quicker. And then right here in front of me I can get stuff super quick, but I can only have so much stuff right in front of me, so the sizes are smaller. So that is the basics of the different hard drives speeds explained. 101 class right there. And then if you want to go to the details of cache memory will be like, I already have this on my watch, so I'm just going to look that up. Yes, I've heard of Christopher Chaos. I've seen several of his videos, actually. What do I think of him? He's got some great informational videos. They're, I think, from what I understand, definitely more like informational, like heavy on certain areas. He does really good with his thumbnails and stuff. He does the real good, like Army official thumbnails. Mine are just like my face, like, oh, shoot, no. So I'm a size 10 shoe. I'm going to send you a pair of Ultra Boost or Gatorade Blue Lagoon Jordan 1s. You pick. Oh, give me the Jordan 1s. But are you kidding me right now, or are you serious? Because that would be cool. I would definitely put that up there and then wear it. I'm probably gonna put the Gary V's up top, because I don't like. I love Gary V, but like, I cherish his shoe too much to wear it. I've worn it twice. I've actually probably worn all these shoes less than, if you add up the amount of times that I've worn all of these shoes, it's less than 20 collectively. Which, I mean, they're all white. I don't wear my white shoes that much because I don't want to get them. If you're dead serious, I'll take the ones. But you're going to make me... That's crazy to me. But I do want to say, let me I'll just show it to you guys later. But I got my patches over here on the wall. I'm setting everything up right now. You guys can still send me patches and stuff for my wall. I still got some more space. Only send one patch, because I've had some people send more than one patch. So just send one patch. Yeah, because some people have sent me like several, and I've only just used like one to go up on the wall. So, drop your P.O. box. My P.O. box is in the description of this video. So, look at the description of the live stream. That's where my P.O. box is. And that's even where... Oh, Luke, just so you know, I'm getting... so, here's the truck that you guys saw in seeing my videos. Luke's Truck and Life, he sent me this. I got the other piece to it, the back over here. I'm going to have a shelves for it, just so you know, Luke, where I can have the whole truck on there. Which will have... this whole puppy that Luke sent me, because it's Luke's Truck and Life, man. So I'm excited. I'm gonna have bigger shelves, not those tiny little things. So I'm super excited about that. When was the last time you went clothes shopping? I don't really go clothes shopping, but maybe like 2 months ago. Black Friday's coming up, so I basically, whenever I think about getting something right now, I'm kind of like, can I wait until Black Friday? Yeah. Somebody said something. We do not talk about that. What did... How's... Oh, that's what y'all are saying. Multicam merch, please. So that is something I will just mention it right now for the live stream, for the 156 of you watching this right now. I am planning on hopefully coming out with some cool stuff, merch, whatever, around about 100,000 subscribers. That's the plan. Obviously, I have like a full-time job and doing this whole YouTube thing, so I don't have that much time. So like, for example, it's 9:08 right now. I still have to work out, and I still have to hit the gym, and I still have to finish setting up the rest of my apartment and everything, and there's still things that I have to do in there. So like, I don't have that much time. So my goal is going to be to try to get all this stuff out by 100,000 subscribers. So Andrew, congrats on 76K subscribers, Matt. I appreciate it, Andrew. It is absolutely insane. I am just saying. But yeah, so now that I'm getting settled back into my apartment and everything, and because like organizing everything and setting up my desk, like it's all like super time consuming, and I only have like an hour of free time every day, so it takes me several days to get back into the groove. And like literally I only have like an hour of free time every day. So you prefer to work out in the day or night? Honestly, I prefer to work out in the day, but I don't have time during the day. So when I work out at night, like I want to take like a lot of pre-workout or something, but like I can't do that at night. Because like the BPM, my little brother,
So this is kind of funny. So if you guys didn't know that I'm sponsored by BPN, and everything. But like what I do is that when I get some of their supplements and stuff, because I've gotten so many, I will give them to my brothers. Both of my brothers are into working out and stuff. And I gave my little brother Timothy, who just graduated from basic training, I gave him the new Embrace the Suck, the intense pre-workout formula, and he just had it for the first time yesterday. And he sent me a message, and he was like freaking out. Like, well, not like freaking out, but he was just like, man, this is like some good freaking pre-workout. But like, you cannot, and I made the mistake of doing this already, you cannot take that Embrace the Suck pre-workout late at night. You cannot, because you're not going to be going to sleep. I'm just telling you. How long did I enlist for? I did a 6-year contract, but once I became a cadet and you sign a contract as a cadet, that like null and voids your enlistment contract. And now that I'm an officer, I have a 4-year commitment. And that's just 4 years for everybody who's an officer. If you go ADSO or BRADSO, I've talked about that before in a video, but if you go ADSO or BRADSO, then that adds an extra 2 years each, I believe. So, at Fort Gordon right now. If you're at Fort Gordon right now, you could very well be there when I get there, because I'm going to be at Fort Gordon in February. I did not choose the Marines. I chose the Army. I'm in the Army. If you see this, that says Fort Benning. And I can't get it to focus on it, but that's what it says. Officer Ward. I graduated a week before your brother. Oh, that's cool. Do you take whey protein or do you make your own protein shakes? I take the BPN whey protein. Like I said, I'm sponsored by them. Like literally, and I used their supplements before I reached out to them and got sponsored by them or whatever, or became an affiliate. So I've always recommended their stuff. I've always taken their protein pre-workout because it like actually tastes good. It's very rare that there's like a protein, in my opinion, that actually tastes good or actually tastes like what it tastes like the cinnamon roll or the cookies and milk or whatever. Those are my 2 favorites. When are you doing a military meetup? Well, I did a meetup in Houston. I've done, yeah, I don't know. I was thinking before I might do a meetup at my sister's coffee shop house area, which is actually pretty big. It'll be really cool. Give you guys some free coffee, drinks, and whatnot for like 100,000 subscribers. So that could be like the next really bigger meetup. It might not be right on 100,000, but you know, the thing is like when people say that they're going to go to a meetup, like I had like 80 people say that they're going to go to the one in Houston, and like those are just like not that. So, you know, yeah, Ann was at my commissioning. So, Matt, you need your own protein shake. I definitely buy. I don't want to get into the supplement business. That's not something that I want to do. I don't want to, like, I would like to come out with like cool, like, so here's like I wear this shirt. Like, I would like to come out with like cool things like people would actually want to wear. Like, I don't want to just have like my name on a shirt. You get what I'm saying? Or like, you know, like hashtag Team Ward. I mean, maybe there'll be like a couple like basic shirts that are just like my name centered around that or centered around the channel. But I also want to have like actually cool stuff that you guys would wear, and that's a lot more simple. But like getting into like the actual merchandise business of selling a product, like I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I would be much happier just doing YouTube videos. Are you and Nava not happening? Yeah, I've talked about that. Yeah, supplements are really complicated. Like, there's a lot. See, like Nick Bear and stuff. Like he is like he's like a health major or something. He majored in that or something in college. And like, so like he actually knows what he's doing. I wouldn't. So if I were to do a supplement company, I wouldn't actually know all the stuff. I would have to do a lot. This is not a good thing. Matt responded to my DMs on Instagram and I almost cried. Oh, it's funny. It is hilarious, but it's also kind of, I understand it. A lot of people more so now are surprised when I reply to the DMs on Instagram or Snapchat, but I'm like, well, of course I'm going to reply. But then I'm like, well, crap, I can't reply to everybody because it's impossible. So it makes sense because I can't reply to everybody anymore. But there was a day when I replied to every single person. And that day kind of cut off. It was around 30,000 subscribers. I was spending like hours a day replying to every single person. And it would really stress me out and make me feel bad. Like I would actually feel bad if I didn't reply to somebody or somebody sent me a message. Like now it's just like so overwhelming with DMs and everything, which is fine. You guys can send me DMs or whatever, but it's just like so overwhelming that it's like I know that I can't get back to everybody like I used to. So that helped me get over that. But that was definitely something, and I talked about that. Like there was almost an entire vlog that I talked about. Like I don't want this day to come where I can't reply back to every single person because it still kind of makes me feel bad. I mean, there's 154 of you watching this right now. You know, last year I was doing live streams and I was only having like 15 people watching, and I could read every single comment that was being left in the live stream. And, you know, that was great. But now I can't get to every comment, and it makes me feel bad. But you kind of have to just like, for me as a YouTuber or whatever, I have to just do my best, and then, you know. Can you request a basic training post? I want binning. I thrive for more chaotic environments. No, you're not going to request basic training post. I don't think, you know, if you have the opportunity, you could go and the recruiter will be like, all right, we got these different ship dates for you. Well, so they could be like, you could leave this day, or this day. I don't remember if they show which basic training post you're going to go to. But yes, diet tips, please. You can tell he cares about his subscribers. Most YouTubers don't care. Thank you. I think, yeah, some do, but some kind of get lost in the sauce. But the biggest health advice I can give you guys, and I've talked about it a bajillion times, is consistency. Consistency, 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 consistency. If you're wanting to be healthy, you're not going to like get healthy in 6 months and then just go back to what you were doing and then be perfectly fine. It's like, all right, I did it. I did 6 months of eating healthy, and now I'm going to go back to eating McDonald's and Burger King and cheeseburgers and eating whatever every single day or whatever, you know, like often like you were before, like, and then everything will be fine. No, you're just going to go back to where you were before, right? So being healthy is a lifestyle, right? So the biggest tip is you got to make it a lifestyle. You got to make it something that you can be consistent with, a habit. And then whenever you reach your goals, you got to kind of keep on going. And yes, you can reward yourself, but I mean, people will do things for 3 months and then have success and then just go back to what they were doing. And there's always got to be, for me, there's kind of like a bottom level. There's like a bottom level of how little I can work out. And there's like a bottom level of like how unhealthy I can be. And like whenever I'm there for too long, I have to like bounce back up. I'm not always like hitting the gym 6 days a week. I'm not always running 20 miles a week. I'm not always eating, you know, super healthy. But the point for me is my bottom level is up to a point where I'm still going to stay in shape, if you guys get what I'm saying. So you got to make it a lifestyle. Why didn't I choose the Marines? I didn't choose the Marines because I always wanted to join the Army. It was only the Army. I didn't want to join the Air Force. I didn't want to join the Navy. I didn't want to join the Marines. I didn't want to join the Coast Guard. I only wanted to join the Army. So that's why. The bigger question is, why did I join reserves over Guard or reserves over active duty? And I think that's going to be about it for this live stream. One last thing I want to mention, guys. I'm going to throw it up on a video or something. I did it on my post recently, but I talked a little bit about my VPN sponsorship deal. I just got the new. I just got a new deal with Jim Fidel, the T-shirt sponsor. I'm not wearing the shirt right now. This is Affliction, but I just got a deal with them. So the code WARD gets you 20% off now, which is insane. I'm just saying. So the link is in the description for that. That's just a new update for the channel. I just want you guys to be aware of that. If you want to check it out, they got a clearance sale and stuff going on. But I will let you guys know. And I'm not saying that just saying. I'm saying it because, like, guys, it's actually a good deal. Not everybody can get you guys a 20% off. So last question. I'm just gonna do one more question. I'm gonna give you guys absolutely 10 more seconds because I think there's a 5-second delay on the stream. Celebrity status achieved. No. Is the Army worth it? That's the last question. The answer is yes. Whether you hate the Army or you end up loving the Army, it is going to end up having a positive impact on your life in the long run. So yes, it is worth it. So that is going to be it. Tomorrow's video is going to be about misconceptions around basic training. So different things that people think about basic training is going to be the case and are definitely not the case. So you guys can check that video out. Some of them are pretty basic, but I promise you guys, there's a lot of people out there that have all these misconceptions. So anyways, had a blast. I'm going to go hit the gym, then edit that video. Then I've got a vlog coming out soon. That'll probably be out this week, I hope, I swear. If I don't edit it this week, you guys can just like slap me across the face. Time to binge your videos. Bye, Matt. See you guys later. It was a blast. It was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the apartment and the awesome. Look at this. Just look at it. Where I can't. Where's my point? Look at this. Look at that. Look at it. This is freaking awesome. Change colors. There we go.